Okay. Jesus, it's so loud already. Alright, welcome back to Esoteric Ebb, where we talked to this fella last time with his fun Lopter friend here. We'll just get straight into it. Cat Dwarf quest start. Perfect. Alright. So, the city below the city. I don't think there was anything up here that we could explore further. There's some of this. I don't think we can get up there. Maybe. We'll go a little bit. I guess we'll just explore more of the dungeon. I don't know if there's a map in this game either, so we're gonna have to remember where we were and how to get back to this guy once we talk to those folks that he sent us on a quest for. But, dude, I don't even know which way I came in from, man. What? That looks dangerous. Got a door here. Let's see what this is. Nothing that I can do. Okay. Alright. Let's see. We got... Okay, well, I did say this looks dangerous. You feel a pressure change. A rushing wind causes you to be pulled just an inch further into the hallway. Then you see something opening in the walls. Back now. Quick, avoid the trap. Nice. Nice, nice. Alright, pretty good, pretty good. This hallway tried to catch me, but catch him instead. Just barely escaped the deep clutches of the skin melting heat. You don't know how close to death you just came. Standing up, you realize the fire singed the edges of your uniform. Adrenaline leaving the system. Oh, that hurt. Pain burns. Real roundabout the last fire. But you live. Woo! By the gods, who would make such a devious trap? Typical ancient remnant civilizations. They always leave the most esoterically murderous machinery in place even when the treasure behind it's been lost for millennia. Okay. Now don't enter the hallway before you disable the trap. We'll get roasted again. Looking back, the hallway has no marks of being filled with flames. Interesting, interesting. Alright. So go back through that hallway? Is that what you just told? Okay. Yeah, so that one is tricky. Let's see, what do we got here? It's just a dead end. Side effects are crazy. Is this where I came in from? Oh. Oh, a door. Wait, I was here earlier, wasn't I? Because we spoke to this thing. Okay. Did we go down here yet? Was there another hallway that I missed? Okay, the roots. Okay, what's over here? Oh, jeez. More traps, probably. Everything suddenly goes very, very tight. A cramp. What's going on here? You can neither move nor breathe. This is possibly quite terrible. Hold on. You're not just playing around. I can't move. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, my goodness. A cube? Slang for a gelatinous cube. Fair enough. Did I just die? By Earth, that burns. Everyone knows about these, a gelatinous cube. You are statistically likely to die here and now. No! Not like this, not in this terribly embarrassing way. What kind of idiot just walks into a cube? This monster cannot hold you. You must fight. No one knows you are here. You are alone in the cube. You can escape. You're strong enough, right? A man is alone. Alone you can survive. You will survive. Dude, frickin' 23? This is impossible. Literally, I don't have enough strength to do this. Oh my god. You struggle against incredibly hard mass under your limbs, around everything. You fight, yet your muscles give out after reaching just a little bit further. The burning continues inside and around. Dude, I'm gonna freaking die here. The feeling ain't nice. The one where you're sitting, eyes fixed upon the bucket, the sour apples sticking out of it like a mountain of bad decisions. That sick and sinking feeling in your stomach. It was not right. But you did it. They told you to. 15, you ate 15. You probably knew it wasn't real, but you did it. And when you walked up to those kids at the bottom of that pit behind the hills, Central Lower School, with that bucket filled with 15 apple skirt. One of 3 unofficial districts of Norvik. Basically the halfling district covered the hills on the western side of the river. They laughed, they chanted, "Evil little shits." That's when you got that nickname that you stuck around until your dad died and you left the hills behind. They kept saying it when you got mad. They said it when you played along, mocking yourself. They said it. Apple Boy. Apple Boy. It's not even a good name, so uninspired. Yeah, you still try to follow them to be nice. Play nice, be a friend. Apple Boy. But eventually they just started running away. Apple Boy. Each time you would try to get close, they would laugh and snicker and leave. And so the Apple Boy was all alone until the day he died. Did I just freaking die? Oh my goodness. 'Tis an unfortunate thing, this lonely life. Though many of us carry the burden of talent, oh so much great natural power, when the cold of winter falls and the trail grows ever so rough, it is but the animal of the pack which makes it to spring. A man without a brother is but a set of bones on the road. Dude. Alright, well let's just avoid the let's just avoid the cube then, right? What the hell? Yeah, we're at full health. I wonder where I even need to go. Okay, we're not gonna go that way. This way's not gonna work either. We came from here, right? Can we trifle this rat? Just put that rat right in my pocket. Perfect. Legendary horrifying Aud. Legendary. Truly. Dungeon. You looked around? Should be? Yeah. Okay. One-way door. Oh, okay. They keep popping up all over the place underneath this place. Sometimes upstairs too, but that's rare. Can you find the other side of the door to open it? Alright, well we know how to... We just did that. Let's, There's some stairs down there is what it looked like. Alright, we need to avoid the trapped hallways, so not that way. That one's dead end. And that's a dead end. That's the cube. Alright, we did it. I solved your door puzzle. Oh, hello. Halt? Oh, are these Goblins? The Ritz. Trifle, just steal all of your stuff right away. What are you? HWBT. Halt, human. A hairy beast towering over you, its face contorted into a stern and probably permanent frown. Okay. Do not pass further. This woman does not hold power over you. Do not let her stand in your way. Woman? Oh boy. Yes, this is clearly a female, a real one, capable of terror beyond your sight and sound. How do you do? She gives you a perplexed look and gestures with several directions. I'm working, go away. I, Moon Gore of the Rigid, and the HWBT demands it. The bugbear places a hand on its weapon. A Morningstar, beware. Okay. I believe the term is flanged mace. Yeah, idiot. Wait, which one has the ball on a chain and which one has the ball on a stick? A club. Keep it simple. She sure keeps her hand on it. Okay, are you sure you can't let me pass? Yes. Whom do you serve? She snorts. I work for the Halfways. I serve Lady Sageleaf. Oh. I work for the Halfways too. No, you do not. She stops mid-sentence and squints at you. Are you a cleric? Yes, I am the cleric. I heard a cleric was sent because of the explosion. Yeah, that's me. Why are you down here? The dragon is waiting. The dragon is waiting. Cool. We don't have further intervening cleric. Why? I mean, isn't my character an actual cleric though? Why would it push me to be whatever? It doesn't matter. A what? Where? She groans loudly. You fool. I like this bugbear. She understands you well. I'm talking about Lady Sageleaf of the Hoff Bridge tribe. Oh. Head up the stairs. The apple tunnel is usually locked, so you will have to leave the Lich House by going all the way up. Okay. After that, you head south, go across the grass. There should be a goblin standing guard. Right at the garden entrance, talk to him. Are you able to follow these instructions? Treat her with respect. She's clearly a powerful woman. Yes, Mum. Then the bugbear stops and looks at you with wild rage in her eyes. Oh my god, Mum. Then go. What roar causes you to stir? Okay. Wait, she said... I wasn't paying attention. She said I had to go back through the apple tunnel. Can I... Can I ask you some quick questions? No. Can I go in the other direction? I do not recommend it. There are devilish traps set up along these halls. And do not enter the crypts. There is an undead guardian. Undead is the kind of stuff I take care of. That's true. You? No, I do not believe you can take on the undead warrior by yourself. Can I ask you some more personal questions? She glares at you. I will not entertain you with an answer. Now leave. Okay, bye. Alright, so we gotta go, I guess, back. Okay, so we explored all that. We need to go back upstairs, I think. Right? To where we came from. Or we can go more downstairs. Looks like there's stuff down here. Maybe. It's a long way down. The abyss will swallow your soul. Okay. Or if it's easier to click and RuneScape it, or to World of Warcraft it, you know. I will come back to this dungeon later when we have better health and gear and stuff. This is locked, right? Okay, yeah. Okay, so we did that. We did the whole dungeon. That's good. We'll go upstairs now. Explore this stuff. Viskin's lair. Okay. An empty pot. Oops. I didn't mean to trifle that, but whatever. You can engage this empty pot. Find nothing. Oh, you find this pot to be empty. There is fear. You must grow sturdier. What? Nothing of interest back here. That's what they all say. Do not consume the sludgy liquids. Okay. The red eye of earth. Jor left his mark across the bands. Today it is universal sign of magic. Dead bodies. Your fate one day. Yeah, it was like 5 minutes ago. The stone slabs are designed to slide along the iron beams. Interesting. Whoa, cool. That is interesting. So you can like push this left and right. I wonder if there's like a door under here then. Is that? The book is ruined. Most of the pages, while dry now, have been completely drenched. Only a few pages of the soggy, brackenish papyrus pages are readable. They appear to contain some type of undecipherable symbols. Someone has attempted to dry this to the best of their ability. No, no, no! By Earth. This is your prayer book. So many hours. Wasted. You would have to rebind the whole thing. It's ruined. That'd be expensive. Let's get your hands on a new one instead. A chant book is able to sustain humidity, not underwater excursions. You should have protected Earth's chants more carefully. What a disgrace. Right, well, what do you want me to do about it, man? I'm trying my best here, given the circumstances, you know. I don't want to equip that because it's going to be pretty bad. Let's see. We got some mushrooms. We got some shards. We got a mouse. Approaches you nonetheless. So we got a little pet. That's kind of fun. Maybe we can get a bunch of different Pokemons and battle them or something. Questing tree. We have a lot of quests already. Okay. Let's read this. Open manual for esoteric geometry. You know this already. Some incense. Thick tome lies upon the iron slab. You flip the tome open. There are fine handwritten letters scattered across the pages. While the symbols appear to be readable, you do not understand the language. De verbis draconum ars occulta. Something about talking to dragons and the occult. The author's name appears to be Calum Dimimnori. Okay. Anyone who uses this term for anything modern is either an anti-free strider or lives under a rock. Try to read it? No. It's very matter of fact. You have no idea what this means. That is a spell you use to keep prepared all the time. Find a spell scroll. Maybe you could buy it somewhere. It's fairly common. Okay. You need some sort of spell scroll to read that book. Incense. Got some incense here. Got some books here. Like this kind of point and click adventure type situation. This is a really fun game. So many books, basic manuals, arcanist histories, novels. Some of them stand out to you as classics. It could be useful to refresh your mind. Autobiography of Prax. Folk tales. Collected chants of Norvik. Sounds interesting. First page, a short message is hand-scribed in the corner. My belief lie in the collective humanity of Norvik. May you remember that from this collection with honor and grace. Pilly D. Good old classic Pilly D. Is this a handwritten message from the second patriarch himself? Protect this book with your life. This is a sacred artifact. Oh, okay. Dream of Unity Under Earth. The book begins with a lengthy essay about the foundation of Norvikian cultural values. It's really like a guide, if anything, on what a Norvikian person is, how their values come from various tribes in the old country, and how together they have formed something greater under earth. You've read this before, but you do get a better sense of what this all means now. It is, in some sense, a plea, a stern suggestion for every human in Norvik to lose any sense of the former tribal identity, to embrace a new one, a Norvikian spirit. The text directly explains how a new Norvikian culture can help the city grow and fight against inequity and injustice through unity. Okay. Mainly by being generous and not hoarding wealth, among other things. A naive thought. Bah! And finally, it does touch upon the connection with dwarfs as well, and how the Norvikian spirit is not contained within humans only. It is not just blood, it is sweat and tears as well. These folks who unite with us will not be seen as an other. No, they too are Earth's folk. They too are Earth-scarred. That's a long-ass forward. Yeah, it's like 5 pages. Oh man likes to ramble. Let's read Torna's lament. I went with you to foreign shores, my lord, my guard. I pray you keep from harm the beasts which shard, each shard a proof of your devotion. Thus I give myself to your folk. I give my life for a home at the river and that sliver of land, to vanquish the beasts who roam, the evil who lair, the fires that burn, to build a life along the river. Every shepherd knows the song. It billows up the river. Earth lives in that sliver of land. It is your favorite. Okay, close the book. You shut it, looking upon the title once more. Collected Chants of Norvik. Can I keep this book? It's a really great book. It is. You do so. It fits nicely back into its slot. Okay. This book does not deserve your toxic presence. What the hell, man? If you were stronger, more capable, then perhaps you could have carried that weight. What? You really want that book? One day it could be yours. This is very confusing. I'm just putting the book back. There's some issues with stealing going on here. Just ignore it. Let's forget this for now. The book stares at you from the shelf. What? Does this guy want me to steal this book so bad, man? Alright, what else we got here? Autobiography by Prax. Autobiography Prax by Lord Phileas Prax. Okay. Take a look at the first page. In these pages, I shall endeavor to recount the journey of a mind born to greatness, a will tempered but the crucible of ambition, and a spirit bound to the relentless pursuit of the arcade. My name is Phileas Prax. It goes on to make grandiose statements on his personal abilities of magic. Know this, I write not for the masses, but for the few who possess the clarity of vision to see beyond the veil of mediocrity. To them I offer my life as a lesson and a legacy, that they might learn from my triumphs and avoid the pitfalls that lie in wait for the unweary. You remember the first chapters dealing with his youth, growing up in the ruthless court of a rival house, the Hagen Shags. How he struggles against relentless opposition and bullying. Power is not born of blood, nor inherited by the fortune of birthright. It is cultivated in the crucible of the mind, refined by the fires of discipline, and sharpened by the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Let those who seek to rule first learn to kneel before the altar of wisdom, for it is there that true strength is forged. Alright. Glorious design. Let those who learn lead, through merit of ability and nothing else. I really dig this idea. Of course you do, you're a wizard after all. Well, I'm not a wizard though. A false statement. Yeah, you know the truth. Yeah, you know the truth all the same. In the second half, Prax begins to talk about his early political career, the intricacies of magocratic bureaucracy, how he learned to play the game well enough for himself to reach a dictatorship as the youngest magocratic ruler ever. Okay. It's always hard to read a person through the pages, but this dude is clearly dancing around his massive ego. Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Impressive even. Yeah, man, that could have been me. The rest is mostly a collection of meditations surrounding magic and power. A strong leader with clear intent. The esoteric in its purest form is neither good nor evil. It is a tool, a force to be wielded by those with the intellect to do so. Yet let us not be so naive as to think that power alone grants us the right to rule. The arcanist must also be a statesman, for the whims of the unchecked magic can lead even the wisest astray. Govern with an iron hand, but let that hand be guided by the principles of reason and justice. Thus shall the state prosper, and thus shall the legacy of the magocracy endure. It's a funny word. In the halls of power, the arcane shall be our shield and sword. Yet remember this, the arcanist's duty is not only to himself, but to the state and its people. For in the endless pursuit of knowledge, one must not forget the price of ignorance. A vigilant mind is the guardian of civilization, and a vigilant state the fortress of progress. Let no shadow fall upon our vengeance, for in the light of our knowledge lies the path to true dominion. The final parts of the biography focuses on an even deeper and more rambling side of the ruling. This is way too much reading. Dude, I agree. That's so many words. Yes, that is true. It hurts to look at so many words at once. That's what I'm saying, man. Look at these giant paragraphs. What the hell? Alright, shut the book. We can put on the channel once more, okay? Experience gained. Reading a book, man. We're reading. Check out all these books in the library. Folk Tales by the Trill Sisters. Trill as hell, fam. You open the Trill Sisters book. Opening the Trill Sisters book shows you an index of several tales, many of which you heard growing up. Stories of children are useless. Do not waste time here. Okay. Out of the tales, you see the one you remember the most, the one about the gnome and the titan. Read a little and the large. Okay. In the old days, when dragons ruled the skies and titans wandered the earth, there lived a gnome named Abacus, known far and wide as a half-wit. Whether by fate or folly, he often found himself in the oddest of places, and so it was that he stumbled into the deep valley of Ascom. This valley was home to Kar Yamor, the Mist Titan, a colossal being with fur as thick as the ancient forest and limbs that clutched the very mountains. His upper body was hidden in and perhaps made of the swirling mist that filled the valley. But on this day, the valley was not the serene refuge it had once been. The air was thick with ash, the rivers run black, and the trees stood as charred husks. Esuth, the ancient red dragon, has set the forest aflame, hoping to drive Ka Yamor from his domain and claim the fertile valley for himself. Ka Yamor was furious, his great form trembling with rage as he searched for the source of the destruction. His eyes fell upon Abacus, who was wandering aimlessly, his tiny mind more puzzled by the sudden darkness than anything else. To think that the coast was filled with these beasts of Jor at one point. Yeah. Mist Titans and red dragons, man. It's kind of cool. And a gnome. They reign harshly and wildly, but it's not hard to see why some prefer their chaotic dominance to the tyranny of dragons. Alright. Thrick Lum Chum, who dares bring fire to where none should come? Ashes taint my sacred mist. Speak, small one, lest you be missed. Abacus looked up, squinting through the fog, and scratched his head. Fire? No, I have no fire to share. No flame do I bring, nor ash to bear. For in the dark I see clear as day. 'Tis those who can't that need the flame, they say. Thricklum chum, what nonsense from your tongue does come? Who is it that needs this blaze that blackens my mist and dims my days? Well, question thee who needs a flame to light their path and stoke their claim. Perhaps it is Yusuf the king, whose fire to your valley bring. Thick lum chum, the dragon's days are surely done. Guide me, gnome, to where he lies. Together we shall dim his skies. The story goes on to wax about the friendships sparked between this eldritch titan and the silly little gnome as they sought out Yusuf and his throne. The ancient red dragon then falls to the titan's might after Abacus accidentally guides him to the correct location. Accidentally? Cool. One of those cleric stories every child in Ascan is told growing up. You shut the book looking upon the title once more. Folk tales. Nice. Alright, that was cool. Cool little reading exercise. Oh, hello. I can't read any of this. We have DC. We have different. How do I? Oh. 23? Baby. I got all of it. He's evil. He's a rogue. So it's quite hostile. Stay on your feet. Expressionless eyes seem to keep watching all the time. He's obviously determined to strike you as quickly as possible. Kobolds are only dangerous in large numbers when it appears extremely deadly on his own. Beware. Oh. There's something deeper in his connection to his master. The kobold holds the pale man as the highest possible value, literally his personal god. Oh, okay. Chief of Security. I mean, this guy just works for the other guy, right? Who's this? Don't mind if I do. Can I wear this? Is this a trinket? Oh, nice. Wait, I could wear this too, probably. Nice, dude. I can wear the rat. I don't really want to, though, because it's lowering charisma. I don't want to wear that either. Well, it's good that I got Tooth and Watch. No, I will not. Okay, so you can't take the helmet off. Cool. Hey, there's deep storage. What is this? Whoops. Okay, wait, you have... Oh. Key items. -3 intelligence. I can make my guy really, really stupid. Trinkets. Okay, so we have deep storage. That's like a bank where if your inventory gets filled up, you can put a bunch of this crap in there. Okay, is there anything more to explore in this place before talking to this fella? Cool view of the ocean. Okay. Behold. I don't know a whole lot about you. He handles corpses in the basement. A typical self-employed city contractor. Okay. I can't do it again. Oops. Don't want to steal from him. The pale man sits hunched over a stack of forms. Busy at work, his pencil slowly filling out line after line. On the top paper, you see an icon of a serpentine drake. Okay. That symbol, it's on a lot of official documents of the city. That is the Great Perch of Norvik. Great Perch, the drake-like sea creature found along River Torna. Earth was known to tame these creatures, and eventually the Great Perch became the symbol of his great city. River Torna? The second longest documented river along the coast, splitting the band of Ascani in half. Okay. Up and about, are we? Wonderful. I am Viskin, local entrepreneur and proprietor of this lich house. It appears you don't really belong here. But if there is anything I can do, cleric, just let me know. He smiles at you. You can trust this man. I don't know about all that, dude. What? You failed this check. His smile causes you to stir a deep feeling of unease, as if it is almost there, but just not quite. Did you save my life? He puts down his pen. Your life is your own. You owe me nothing. However, I'm afraid to say you've been through quite the turmoil, cleric. I died, didn't I? Those fishermen who brought you here certainly thought so. Not that I blame them. You weren't exactly in prime condition. They caught you in their net, believe it or not. Ooh. Should go talk to some fishermen probably from this quest. Such a strange tale. So not dead, just a bit wet. Where can I find these fishermen? He ponders your question. I did not ask for their names, sorry to say. But perhaps Water Lane? That's just a guess. The largest trade port in Norvik, located in the massive tunnel piercing the center of Tolstad. It is a so-called marvel of dwarven engineering, and it's the reason so many people commute to Tolstad over the many bridges. Considered as one of the great crafted wonders of the world. Ooh, it's like a touristy location. Great wonders of the world. Good guess, lots of boaters hang out there, okay? Either that or the local tavern. I hope you find them. Some other questions, I think. He is 31, and I have a -2 because there's a zombie downstairs. There's a zombie in your basement. Oh, how quaint. No, I mean an undead abomination right below. I understand. We're closely connected with the city below. The undead seemingly wander as they please. A quick movement to the lower left cheek. Ooh. His expression actually changed. Don't trust his words. However, I will have to take this up with Lady Sageleaf. I pay good crowns for HWBT protection. Yeah, that's... crown seems freaking obvious. The main coinage. So it's all a misunderstanding, then good. It kept moving apples down there. Oh, the apples? Fascinating behavior. You don't seem very alarmed about this. A stray undead creature will cause no trouble here. He gives you a rare smile and turns to the kobold by the stairs. Isn't that right, Ost? Yes, master. Well, I defeated the zombie, so no need to worry. You... He quickly masks his rage, but you saw it. Well done, cleric. What would we ever do without you? Oh boy, he did not like that, did he? I noticed the zombie had a fancy magical tooth. He did it. How strange. The pale man gives you a sideways glance. How did you notice this tooth? It was shiny. I like shiny. Of course. Well, it's pretty deep in there, but I got it out. I pulled the tooth. I remember I pulled the tooth out of that thing's head, like before I got him, right? I should have just said like I pickpocketed him, right? It's not like I yanked it out of his mouth while he was still just standing there moving around stuff. Of course. Well, I hope you make good use of it. Magical items, even minor ones, can be quite handy. Do zombies often have magical teeth? I don't think it's cursed or anything, do you? I don't know if I want to show him too much stuff. You think I should put it in my mouth? You see the type of panic a parent gets when their child is about to eat shards of glass. No. As a former dentist, I recommend you do not. He almost showed emotion there. You don't think it's cursed or anything, do you? I'm sure you know more of that than me, cleric. It has these strange esoteric marks on it. Do you know what they mean? He glances at the yellow trinket in your hand. Those are glyphs of Nimmenberg. Necromancy. Although in your hands, it is no more than a common esoteric trinket, I assure you. Okay? The pale man stares at you. Okay, I have some other questions, I guess. There's no way. 31? That's insane. I'm gonna go. Before you do, make sure to collect all your belongings. He gives you a quick inspection with his dead eyes. Too quick, like he's trying not to show his interest. Weird. At least he's not hitting on you. Or would that be an improvement? What belongings? Quite a lot. Your uniform, your cloak, and also a voting card. A peculiar voting card. Every party had been marked on it. I'm assuming it's yours. Yeah, sorry, I'm indecisive. The pale man ignores your comment. I asked Ost to lie the surviving pages of your spellbook to dry over there, he says, and points across the chamber. Oh, so that they could dry since they were wet. How good. He then looks over to the corner of his desk where he took the pocket watch. Good, the esoteric pocket watch is very useful, cleric. Make sure to keep it close. Beyond that, you should be good. They have any weapons? None, I'm afraid. They must be at the bottom of River Torna. Damn, you'll have to pick up something new, maybe a warhammer. Alright, got it. The pale man turns his face towards you and smiles. If only every government employee were as devoted as you, cleric. He gives you a stern expression. Good luck on your quest. Leave now. When exploring the city, you may move faster by running. Okay, I've already done this. Okay, so is there anything else in this dude's house that I can yoink? Yoink and scroink. Just rob his dead body. Don't mind if I didgeridoo. Wait, I already read this, right? Oh yeah, I can't read it. Okay, leave that. Okay, they don't mind that I just took. Okay, cool. Alright, getting out of this guy's house. What we got here? Lighthouse. Dentistry is scratched out. He did say he was a former dentist. Get some of this stuff. The orc observes you with great interest. $16. Okay. Level 4 fighter. Traveler, not settled in. Believe is weak. Okay. Interesting. Okay. On the edge of the ruinous amphitheater, you see an orc sitting on one of the many loosened stone blocks. It looks like she's waiting for something or someone. Exuding an air of authority around her, the large woman gives you a wry smile. Her tusks are gleaming. Big brutes of devilish origin. They're rare and most of them can be found in fell tire. Okay. Not just physically imposing, this orc knows how to exert power in other ways. What's this? Not often we get Earthguard around here. You sure walk around like a damn advertisement with that drab uniform. Yeah, fair enough. Probably has my symbol right on top of the chest. As he should. She presents her palm to you. Veer is my name. I am second in command, guild agent of Tolstad. Nice to meet you. Yes, the handsome orc lady wants you to say a name. Be nice to her, she's a free strider. The new way. People in the east have overthrown the old wizards and gods. For years of the revolution has slowly crept into the city. Now it's time to finally join the free cities. Get rich. Make sure she knows you are a cleric. Yeah, dude, I got it, man. You don't have to keep telling me, man. What are you... Do not grab her hand. That's not what that is. Wait. I'm the cleric, actually. Apologies, not Earthguard cleric. I assume the term was interchangeable. Path of being a cleric is becoming even more familiar. Okay, for choosing this class 3 times. Yeah, so you get more XP for choosing consistent options, I guess, which is good. But I suppose you are not all, she says, waving towards your outfit, esoterically attuned. She shoots you another smile, waiting patiently for you to say anything. What's the deal with dwarves? I need to know more about you. I'm here on important business. Yeah, I am here to figure out that tea party situation, right? Business, you say? She leans in and squints at you. Fascinating. Perhaps I can be of service, cleric. For your business. Tell me what you know about the tea shop. The tea shop that blew up, she says dramatically. Sounds like a magazine tale. Really? I heard it was an accident. The Post mentioned it in passing. Minor mishap, I believe it was the official quote. Although from what people tell me, it was quite the explosion. Quite. So you weren't in the area? No, I was in the North Wall company business. One of the 5 districts in Norfolk, known as the Industrial District for its many factories built along the river. This is where you live. Anyone who calls it the North Wall is probably not a local. Everyone who calls it... Everyone who is cool calls it North Wall, just North Wall. The sign of an outsider. She calls it the North Wall instead of just North Wall. Okay. Relax, she'll learn in time. You sure like her, don't you? What's not to like? She looks inland. I did see the smoke clear as day. What do you think was the cause, cleric? If the city says it was an accident, then it is. Don't give away too much, she's prying. Maybe it was the tea leaves. Maybe it was the tea leaves. Were they brewing some sort of combustible tea in this tea shop? The leaves? Maybe they caught on fire since they're so dry, and also leaves. Interesting theory. I've yet to hear of a tea leaf able to cause such a blast. If you find one, let me know. That'd be wonderful in war. Anyway. Lana, are you here to investigate the tea shop? Don't answer that. She has no control over you. She might be a free strider, but your business is your own. Get away from the conversation. Stand against her. She has no right. Didn't I just say that I'm here to investigate the frickin' tea shop, though? What? Yeah, I said I'm here on important business. Tell me what you know about the tea shop. So why wouldn't she just assume that I'm here to... What did she say? Are you here to investigate the tea shop? Well, yeah. Yes. Really now? No, say no. Maybe. Maybe or yes? Are you here for the tea shop? You look lovely today. Thanks. Are you here to investigate the tea shop? I'm here to do business. With the tea shop? The one that blew up? What is happening with this conversation? It would be silly if at this point... I don't understand what's so bad about telling her about the tea shop. We're here to investigate the tea shop. Interesting. I'll be honest, I assumed the city would just ignore it. But they sent you. Perhaps it was a secret. Should we have stoically avoided the question better? It's fine. She would probably find out eventually anyway. Sort of a giveaway. Clearly someone thinks this is an esoteric mess. They sent a cleric to look into it. Yeah, everybody is saying esoteric, aren't they? What does it mean exactly? It means her eyes wander for a moment, her brow furrows. It's a term to describe whenever anything queer happens, whether the cause would be regular spellcasting or something more esoteric. I'm sure you've noticed something you couldn't explain rationally, then that would be esoteric. I assumed you of all people would know what it is, considering she mimics casting a spell with her hands, then points at you. Why would the city avoid sending a representative? Duh, because of the election, of course. Look, Tolstad is a highly volatile district with lots of extremist ties. I believe this tea shop acted as a sort of lightning rod. So when a place like that blows up, why would any faction spend resources investigating it? Might even seem like a blessing to some, to cleanse the city of its filthy holes. Especially when those resources could be spent on trying to win the terribly important election. While some might see it as corruption, I'd classify it more as simple, boring, but ultimately harmless bureaucracy. Okay. What exactly have you heard? It blew up. Fireplace incident. So it probably was just the tea leaves, damn, man. Bullshit, of course. Most likely a rogue spellcaster. Okay. Good luck, cleric. If there's anything the Ascani Reed's trading company can do to help you out, let me know. You can usually find me down in their HQ on Water Lane. She smiles in a way that completely breaks down your defenses. Looking forward to seeing you there. This woman knows well how to manipulate weaker men. I like her already. I'm done discussing business. Might to move on to some more casual topics then. Politics. Politics is casual for you? What? What's the deal with dwarves? Alright, now you're gonna leave. I'm done talking to you. What is this? Wall art. A green face is splattered across the facade, staring wildly towards a flaming sky and the dragon spread across it. Or something like that. Call this art? What does this tell me about the state of Norvik? Nothing really. That goblins are artists? All folks seek a belief. They have simply made one out of this supposed dragon lady. They should worship Earth instead. There you go, back to insanity. Take a step forward, the painted stone surface is smooth. You feel an esoteric urge to communicate with this object. Tell me your secrets. Freaking 15. Oh, I have advantage because the watch, my pocket watch tingles. Oh, let's go, baby. Pocket watch for the win. You sense a crack in the wall. It wasn't there before. Then you hear a voice, a faint voice, a hoarse voice. Secrets end when spoken. Talking to walls now, awesome. What's it like being a wall? Nothing. Nothing good or nothing bad? Nothing in isolation. Who built you, wall? A god. Cool it with the heresy. I'm a devoted servant of Earth, and I don't listen to any other gods. Existence is not heresy, for Eomestra is as present as any other. Eomestra? Eomestra. Never heard of that god. DC 20? Sounds like a weak god to have been forgotten like that. What is the point of talking to this wall? What do you know about Norvik? Nothing. Do you know what Norvik is? No. What is your name? Chansey. That's a pretty name. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to click that one again. How old are you? 15 time Alines. How many years is that? 2,000. That's a big number, man. What is your political affiliation? Fear. Are you sure you understand the question? Yes. Alrighty then. Those are all the questions I have. Okay. The crack disappears as quickly and silently as it came to. Then silence. Nicest wall you've ever met. Thank you for your time. Well, what was the point of that? That guy looks cool. So I can't jump off of this. Nature seeps through the cracks. Goblin guard in his head. You feel it. Hey, this is the guy on the cover. Snell. 22. Hell yeah, we got all of his information. Oh, most of it. Damn, it goes down to 30? That's a lot, dude. This goblin gets shit done, no matter the odds. Highly competent, but with the carving of validation. Okay, he does dress pretty fancy. Alright. You find a goblin standing at the tip of Tolstad. His clothes are fit for a Reedsian trader, and his haircut is fit for an Ascani nobleman, a superficial fellow. A little weasel. Well, you gotta call him that, man. The goblin cares much about looks. You catch him immediately glancing at your outfit. Mm-hmm. Let me guess, you're the cleric. The cleric, yes. Yes, I am the cleric, that's me. He nods, looking tired and annoyed. You feel a growing pull towards being a cleric. Okay, 20. I'm Snell, runner and handler of the HWBT. Old lady's been waiting for you. Old lady? His wife? Yes, Dr. Evil, his wife. You should greet him properly. Give a traditional goblin salute. Yes, salute him. Nice to meet you, Snell. Perform a traditional goblin salute. You raise your arms up in the air as one should when greeting an uncivilized tribal goblin. What the fuck are you doing? Cleric, what are you doing? I'm sorry. The goblin clears his throat. The goblin looks around, clearly struggling to find the right words. Exasperated, more like. Okay, right. Head down to the goblin throne, but he waves his claw towards you. What's all this? What's all this then? You look like a human shit. You've been floating around on the banks of the river, your uniform shows it. He is insulting you. The gall, you should teach him a lesson. Whatever do you mean? What I mean is, you're covered in grime. You're a man. Men are supposed to be covered in grime and gravel, at least 90% of the time. Like any real man would be. Yeah, he clicks his tongue. A real man knows how to clean himself. It's pretty basic stuff, honestly. Whatever you say, fancy pants. Well, is this guy gonna give me like soap or something? I don't like being dirty. Great, you can wash up once we're done here. Just dust yourself off. The dragon's waiting, and trust me, you don't want to disappoint her. You okay? Just make it perfectly clear some ground rules. Don't say anything stupid. Don't climb the trees. Step away from the edges and, he grins, showing off his polished fangs. Enjoy the garden, cleric. The goblin scurries down the stairs. He seems to be in a hurry. This dragon sounds dangerous. Keep track of her fangs. Tell her that what she wants to hear and you'll be fine. You look out over the river. The cold Ascani wind seeps through the cracks of your helmet. Earth be blessed. He is always with you. What is this? freaking Skaroink. Okay, okay. Ooh, mosaic. These railings follow the Safety Council's standards of 22. Okay. Enter this place, man. What we got going on here? Got some Goblins. Other Goblins. Looks like I can't talk to them. There's stuff up there. Okay, what do we got here? A box? Didn't need the garden. Be back after lunch. Okay. They probably don't mind that I'm stealing all their stuff. No apples. Can't talk to some of these folks. Your stomach twists. Beware her illusion. Oh, here's homeboy. Oh, and there's homegirl. Talk to this guy first. You approach him with below a sprawling tree. The well-dressed goblin stands proud beside his master. Go ahead, cleric. With a proud smirk, he motions toward the wooden throne. Such a little weasel. You should stand before the throne and address the court. Okay, then. So what is my quest that I'm doing? Oh, we do have a map. Where? Since when do we have this map? Where's the quest log? Here we go. So what is the point of... I forget what I was doing with this goblin thing. Okay. Whatever. Five. Something is very wrong. That's all I know, is that this person is a forest goblin. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Engage. You approach the throne. The spirits flutter, their glow illuminating the trunk of this great tree, its roots reaching far below, its branches holding up the dirt ceiling above. And on the throne sits a tiny goblin, her smirk as bright as it is threatening. So this is the dragon. Yes, I can see it. Her glare is magnificent. Cleric of Norvik, of earth and river, her shrill voice echoes out through the chamber. I assure you, I was assured by your masters. The top brass of the palace itself. Unofficial nickname for the current rulers of Norvik, named after the palace district in which most central authorities reside. Her voice causes you to shiver. Freaking man up, Constitution. What are you doing? They told me a cleric of the highest standing would arrive within the hour. So tell me, human, why are you sitting here waiting? Why am I sitting here waiting? It's not that late. Only been like a day. Tread lightly. You need her on your side. Make sure she knows you're on hers. Every word you say here could have a profound impact on the rest of this quest of yours. My apologies, lady. Her frown turns into a weary expression. Whatever. You're dancing on a fine line. Okay. Hers is a frightful presence. You need to stand. Do not let her impact your stature. You can't take this much longer. You need to get out of here. Yeah, do not become frightened, man. What are you doing? God, barely made it. You brace your entire being as you meet her glare. With trembling innards, you resist. She lifts her chin. You stand. Good. The dragon leans on her armchair, letting out an exhausted groan. It is vexing to watch my streets descend so far. Are you even aware, cleric? A local business caught up in an inferno in the middle of the day, right on Pillar Road. My road. The way she says that causes you to tremble. And yet Magistrate Darrow, she spits out the name like it's a cursed word. He alone believes the halfway bridge tribe does not have jurisdiction over this particular location. Magistrate. Highest government position beyond the Lord Patriarch. Chosen to rule the district for 10-12 years depending on their bloodline. Okay. Her anger is pure and intense. She's trying to reel it in. He alone. Where's your usual jurisdiction? She leans back and picks something from between her fangs. I am an official recognition of law on Lower Tolstad. And where exactly is the tea shop located? She glares at you. It is, or was, rented out of a corner of the central fort just above the holes next to the pillar. Common slang for the central spire of apartments in Tolstad. The lower ones are less fancy. She snaps her fingers towards the goblins to her right. Huh? That means it's part of the core foundation of this island fortress. Therefore, the property is legally an underground rental unit. He says, bowing his head. Lady? My people have been handling that damn crow's contract for years. But no. Suddenly, when the entire unit goes up in flame, that's when my people no longer have the right to enter the premises, to deal with it, to clean up even. No, suddenly it is the city's business and we should keep our noses out of it. Corruption, plain and simple. I'm just here to do my job, lady. Yeah, it sounds shady. Her sharp glare stabs you. Normal business in Norvik. Don't get me started on the actual effect this has on my people. Snell, she says, and beckons towards the comely goblin. He approaches the roots and takes a bow. Lady Sageleaf? When he turns to you, the magistrate says it was an accident involving a fireplace failure. They've yet to send anyone in to actually investigate the scene. How can know that? It's a weird sentence. It's probably a typo. You want to check it out yourselves? Of course. The lady glances at him, to which he responds by making a nervous face. The explosion occurred on the 21st of March, just past noon. 3 minor injuries were reported to the area. Luckily, foot traffic was low at the time of the incident, so despite the massive kaboom, no dead folks. Okay, who were the injured? We only managed to get one name in the chaos. A certain Frank, son of Frank, was said to have walked away with lesser burns. It is honorable to name a son after the father. Ha, that ain't a real name. Yeah, Frank, son of Frank? He was apparently dressed in a fancy yellow outfit, whatever that means. Beyond that, we have some conflicting accounts. One person said, quote, he looked like one of them dungeoneers you hear. A real adventuring man, end quote. Another said he was looking to get out of trouble, heading right down the stairs to Water Lane. Either he went down into the dungeon or over to get Water Lane. Got it. And remember, if he's wearing yellow, he's got style. Goblin knows it's fake, but it's our only lead. Cool name. Fancy yellow outfit. I'm assuming some type of Rhodesian fashion. You can tell on his voice that he's leaving out, but who fucking knows at the end. Okay. Why was he there? We don't know. Where is he now? We don't know. They have not located the man despite major efforts. Sounds like you were handed a tough hand. Yeah. Although one of the militiamen mentioned him just calmly walking away down the stairs. Maybe down the crossing or somewhere else, we don't know. Down to Water Lane? Yeah, it seems like he was heading down that direction, though down could mean a number of things, Water Lane included. Okay. Snell gives a nervous look to his master before answering you. We have theories, but we need proof. The lady raises her claw. The unveiling has begun, cleric. So dramatic, lover. Corruption, madness. She claws at her wooden throne. Politics. This is clearly the work of a rogue spellcaster. Someone who cannot go unpunished. Justice, yes. I will bring justice to Norvik. Certainly hope so. Lady clears her throat loudly. Everyone holds their breath when she speaks. She demands respect. She gets it. Ooh. I formally declare a joint venture. The Halfway Bridge Tribe and the Earthguard City Cleric shall investigate the tea shop on Pillar Road and bring justice to those who seek to harm the peace. No creature, foul or fair, shall escape my rage. The words seep out of her maw, burning the air. Every goblin in the chamber looks upon her in awe. She is theirs to serve. The dragon has spoken. Okay. She looks upon you with a grim expression. Snell, she says, waving towards him. Yes, Lady Sageleaf, he says, bowing his head. You're the handler of this case. You've worked on it since the explosion. You know more than anyone. You catch the goblin trying to stop a grin from spreading across his face. Ooh la la, complimented by his queen. I want you to represent the tribe in this venture. His face lights up. A goblin and a cleric together. Together you will have access to both Upper and Lower Tolstad. Going to have a pretty boy around. Damn, I thought this was going to be fun. Okay. Do not disappoint me, Snell. It appears you received a party member on your divine mission. Said it had to be a damn goblin. Don't be racist. New member to the party. He ignores you. The goblin takes a deep bow. Yes, Lady Sageleaf, your will be done. The evil forces at work will be vanquished. The mystery of the tea shop shall be uncovered. The mystery of the tea shop shall be uncovered. The sooner the better. First priority is the tea shop. We need to gain access. Your new goblin companion gives you a quick wave. Let's go, cleric. Snell joins as a companion. You can speak with him if you need help finding your way across Tolstad. For as much as she told you, there's a danger you're missing here. You should investigate the tea shop thoroughly. We should also look for that witness. Yeah, our Frank, dressed in yellow. They're over on Water Lane or down in the city below. Yeah, the port of the dungeon. I'd suggest the port since it's slightly less life-threatening, generally speaking. You know the massive pillar reaching endlessly up into the sky? Just west of that. The pillar is the centerpiece of Norvik, a glorious esoteric monument, one Earth gladly kept in his new city post-reconquest. I like you already. How do we gain access? Do we got a key or something? Talk to your boss, Darrow. One of the original Earth folk houses to found Norvik with Earth. Their bloodline can still be found in high positions all around the city. Or I guess he's not your direct boss or whatever, but you'll need to get an audience with him if you want to get inside the tea shop. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Nice, we got a freaking party member. Oh, okay, so Tab does that. I wonder if Homeboy will help me. Can I not see his stats? Oh, I guess these are his stats. Oops. Be located within these walls further up. What's through here? Oh, this is the Apple place. Okay. Shortcuts. Bow for hire. 24. I know everything about this guy. I was there when he was born. He wants to kill you. Oh god. Oops. Okay, yeah, this guy seems really freaking upset. Pillar of George towers before you. It whispers to you unintelligibly. Touch the wondrous pillar. Place your hand upon the smooth surface. The whisper gets louder. It says something to you, something weird. No, wait. It's a conversation, one you don't take part in. Guess you could try to join in. Disadvantage because the goblin is impatient. Damn, dude, nat 20. Speak. Hello? The goblin perks up. Ah, not me, sorry. Hello? The whisper lies inside of you or something. Or something? It says, he is here. Who is here? It says divinity. It says death. It says necrocrat. What? The voice ends. Your hand is respelled from the surface. Ouch. Weird. You understand plainly there is more to this pillar you need to investigate. In time and further below. Okay. Person up there. What's this? Out of commission. Okay. Is there any loot? Freitas. I know nothing about this guy. Oops. I keep pushing that button on accident. The girl looks across the chasm. A noblewoman. It's a pretty expensive dress. What's she doing here? Citizen, identify yourself. She has a double take. What? You're lawyering here. Why? They just come out super aggro already? I'm not doing this. Go away. How rude. Cool. You're very rude. Sure, now go away. What do you know about the tea shop, mystery woman? She rolls her eyes. It exploded. Yeah, everyone keeps saying that. Duh. I get the feeling you don't want to talk about it. I don't have anything to say. You can just go around asking people who they're voting for? That's crazy. Yeah, I have a feeling that you won't respond in any meaningful way. Alright, thank you. view. Democratic propaganda. Alright, well I think this is a pretty good spot to leave it for now. We got our goblin friend, we did some talking, we talked to some folks, which is nice. Got killed by a slime. But yeah, I think this is a good stopping point. We'll continue this later, probably tomorrow. Man, I don't know. I don't have a streaming schedule, so whenever, it doesn't matter. Thanks for watching. Now.